Had he taken that, that would have been spectacular.
Wide through the offside this time. Spectacular for you and I, Colin. Not for Kieron Pollard. That's expected of him.
I agree. He's that tall. He should have taken it.
Just makes a shimmy to the offside and scores a boundary on his favoured side, backward of square on the one side. Very familiar scoring area for Mohamed Rizwan.
Not sure what Gale's plan is here. Is this supposed to be fooling the batsman? That was a full toss, just about middle and leg stump. All Rizwan had to do was just paddle it around. There's nobody at the backward square leg, no fine leg. That's 4.
Probably difficult bowling in the power play if you're a specialist in this regard. Even more so now. If you're not used to it for Chris Gale, it's going to be challenging for him. Kieron Pollard just getting some treatment. Goes again, huge shout. Not interested, umpire Leslie Reefer Jr. Will they go for the review? Chris Gale is thinking about it.
He's interested, of course. He's a bowler. He's now asking his wicketkeeper what he thinks. He's got 5 seconds.
I think it was outside off stump. Point of contact. Not directly behind the bowler, so I could be wrong.
There's the cramps. Can't hurt you from there.
11 runs from that over, 4 gone, and 39 without loss.
So Jason Holt has been turned around. He's now bowling from the northern end. So that looked very, very close when I saw it initially. That I thought that might have been out. It was. Nobody thought about it.
Nicholas Pooran, credit to him, and to be fair to him, he went for the ball when it deflected off the pad, so can't be too harsh on him for not going for that one. Chris Gale should have tried to convince him a little bit more.
Well, some seniority, of course.
Justin Holder in the meantime has switched ends, bowling from the media center end. Now the previous over for him from the pavilion end. Just look at the start from Pakistan. It's been solid. Exactly what they need in the power play, trying to capitalize on the field restriction as well as the new hard ball. That one was hit with some power. When he hits them, they stay hit. Shahjil Khan against the wind. Really magnificent shot.
But Jason Holt is not generating a lot of pace at all. That ball was just about a short of a length, as if he's trying to bowl a slow delivery, but it's way too short. And all the batsman had to do, Shahjil Khan, is just swivel and pull, maximum.
In the air, and it's gone. Jason Holder gets the first wicket for the West Indies. Simple catch by Akil Hussain.
Good start.
And this was the power play package. Good action so far. It's good movement, good connection. So it's just good work by Pakistan. This was the drop catch. And the wicket that fell. But generally this was a very good power play, 55 with just 1 wicket.
It was unfortunate for the West Indies in that Chris Gale over. That catch was put down by Pollard, but there was also an LBW against Mohamed Rizwan that West Indies did not review. Had they done so, Rizwan would not be there. Top of off, I think. Top of off for Babar Azam is the line to start, length to start. Touch short, that's a superb shot. It really is a superb. It wasn't what you'd call halfway down. So well controlled.
He's continuing to play his shots, Babar Azam. Just turning his wrist, turning this one onto the onside. Beating skipper Pollard in that short mid-wicket position. And gets 4 runs for it.
Not a great start in the over after the first ball from Romario Shepherd. He's under pressure straight away.
They're just training his length. Pitched up delivery and easily flicked away on that leg side. And with fine leg being a bit squarer, much squarer pace that he bowls with, ball just runs away to the boundary.
I think the ball that I was talking about, top of off, I think it was the first ball of the over that he bowled to Rizwan that was punched down the ground. Is where he would have wanted to continue within the over. Hasn't worked out.
They're just trying to do too much.
There he goes again. Hard to keep him quiet, Mohammad Rizwan. 66. It's just the range of strokes that Rizwan has. He's a busy player, both sides of the wicket. Hello, Stacey-Ann.
And he also had the chance or choice of not to play at this delivery. Seemed a bit wide. Yeah, would have been called a wide. But with all fielders in on that circle, on that ring, he's able to pierce the field and get 4 runs.
Rizwan moves about the crease. He's not just limited to one scoring area. He enjoys batting with the limitations of only 2 fielders outside in the power play. He's been brilliant, absolutely brilliant to watch in the last 16 games where he's opened the batting for Pakistan. Strike rate as well, 140. So he's got Stacey-Ann, that dangerous combination, high average, high strike rate in this format. Just superb and phenomenal. Got leadership qualities as well.
In that series against England, he would have scored 176 runs in just 3 innings, with an average of 88, as you mentioned earlier, Bish. So that's
Might just be a leg by. Leg by, yes. Still not off the mark, Babar Azam.
You talk about Babar Azam, yes, he's tremendous cricketer. That was a leg by, but Babar is one of those cricketers who is adaptable. He plays everywhere, any format, and makes runs. Man in the picture also, Jason Holder. Somehow or other, though, I think today he looks a little bit under the weather. He doesn't seem to be running in with a lot of pace.
Very hot and humid out in the middle. And a successful over for Jason Holder and the West Indies comes to an end. 5 gone. 48 for 1.
Now available in 10 natural.
Yeah, well, Junior will know that he has his work cut out for him today. But his variations will be important. We saw him bowl at different speeds in prior series against Australia and South Africa. And he was successful with it, so we'll see how he goes about it, how he builds his innings today.
No finger on it from Walsh anyway, as it ricocheted into the non-striker stumps. Rizwan was back anyway.
Come on, buddy, come on.
Only 5 dots, Stacey to Rizwan in this innings. He's got the lowest dot ball percentage of anyone who's faced over 200 balls this year, apart from David Miller. Only David Miller of South Africa has a lower dot ball percentage than Mohammad Rizwan.
Yeah, that says a whole lot about player himself and his character. And the importance he will play in this Pakistan team, not just in this series, but as he goes forward and builds more confidence into that World Cup.
Keep going, Rasta. Come on, good stuff.
It's a combination that I want young West Indians around the Caribbean to develop as well, because we've often talked about the boundary hitting qualities of West Indian batsmen. Well, Rizwan shows you can hit sixes, and he's not a big guy, but you can also manipulate the ball, so it's possible. Good over from Walsh, just 4 off it. Babar Azam himself played out here at the Guyana Amazon Warriors back, I think it was, what, 2016, 17? 2017. Not that that takes or adds anything to great international experience and skill.
Yeah, this is good experience. Faqeel Hussain bowling against him. He would have went previously for 15 in his last over. So he now has to understand what international cricket is about and bowl his variations. He'd have to bowl flatter and faster, which we saw him did in his last over.
Keep going, Hussain. Keep going, Hussain. Bowlers, fire! Well done, well done, well done.
Good again from Mohammad Rizwan.
Just good stuff, good stuff.
That tells us a lot. I've been wondering whether there's any sort of grip in the surface, and Faqeel Hussain has shown us with a 9 over ball. There is.
Front one coming up. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Ball is close to the bat. Can I have Ultra Edge to confirm where the bat involved? Ultra Edge coming up. Keep rolling. Flat line as the ball passes the bat. Flat line. Okay, can I have your best side on angle for the stumping now? Waiting for side on, guys. Side on. Coming coming up. Keep rolling. Foot's grounded. Keep rolling. Yeah, foot's grounded. I'm satisfied with that. My decision for the big screen is not out. Repeat, not out for the big screen.
Keep going, Akil.
Batsman safe.
Whip now, whip! Now! Come on, Akil. Come on, keep going, Akil. Keep going, Akil. You gave him 2 runs there. Come on, Akil. आराम से
76 for 1. No Andre Russell for the West Indies. No Lyndon Simmons because, as Stacey-Ann has elucidated throughout the broadcast, that knock in the neck from Mohamed Wasim Jr. in the first game in Barbados. And no Andre Russell for whatever reason.
Keep going, boys. Come on, Walchi.
And this was how Lyndon Simmons got injured. Short length ball. Yeah, just played it on, got a bit on it, but it climbed on him quite quickly. But he's just being monitored by the medical staff. So he will be out today and tomorrow's game. Wish him a speedy recovery.
It does set a mouth-watering prospect up for this series and for future cricket, and I'll tell you why. Pakistan have about 7 bowlers that can get over 140 to 145 kilometers per hour. 7 of them. They're young, they're inexperienced. I'm not talking about quality, I'm talking about pace. That is magnificent. Just short enough for Babar Azam to pull that away.
Yeah, and he doesn't do very much, Babar Azam. He just gets underweight on this one, gets under it. And the connection. Oh, good. It was Junior won't be happy with this. But he has to bowl better.
They're under some pressure because Shepherd has started poorly. And 1 or 2 bowlers are expensive as well. Good comeback, so Pollard will have to dig deep into his resources. Halfway mark.